Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I will share Bitcoin analysis seen from a multi-time frame perspective. I shared this also 2 days ago. As you can see, after the price reached 5,600, we couldn't see a bigger movement from this moment. However, it was strange overall because both the bearish movements that already happened during the previous weeks, both were very strange without news. So everything was against the news that we have seen. So the geopolitical tension, as you can see, is very high, and it doesn't make sense for gold value to decline in this way at a time that everyone is waiting to rise. If we are going to look at on another perspective as a central bank in times of war and at a time that everyone is expecting a higher inflation rate because the oil price is expected to be 150 or 200, then we see on the other hand that gold is moving down. So it doesn't make sense because gold is, especially for these situations, at the time of financial crisis, time of high inflation, time of big wars. So that is why both of these movements didn't make sense. Why they happened, this is another topic. We can find truth. However, the first movement down was 21%. It was created at the end of January, and the second one was at the beginning of March. So we can see that during the previous days, the price declined this time by nearly 24-26%. So the chances are, in my opinion, that considering that we had already two bigger corrections, probably we are in this ABC correction, and the next impulsive movement is getting ready from this moment. What is very strange in the current conditions is that after gold came down in this area, where I posted also the analysis, the price reaction was very interesting. Given that the decline was approximately at the same size, we can see that the price reacted from 22.56 to 40. The movement that was created from our analysis, it was from 42.56 to the current price where it is now 45.83. However, it happened as a movement without any confirmation, given that also the bearish movement that we had here at this point, it was without confirmation. The chances are that for the same size of the movements, the price may start the bullish wave from this moment. I'm going to show also on a lower time frame, so that is what I'm looking at, and it may rise. What is very strange is that after we had the news yesterday, the price didn't go down but is going up. So at a time that it looks like the geopolitical situation can become a bit more stable, the price is moving up. However, I don't think that it's stable. It may escalate further. This is the movement that I'm looking at for 6,000 or probably higher, who knows. So far the price reaction is good. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see a very interesting price reaction. On the daily chart yesterday, I explained that if the price is going to break through this daily candle, this was the previous close, very long P-bar candle. Once the price is going to break through 45.36, it has higher chances to rise. And here we have it now. So if we are going to break this down on a lower time frame, this is our point of the daily high. So the chances are that we can be in this movement. The price made the first movement, one small correction, bounced above the previous high of the previous days, and we are looking at for another bullish movement. It's not that clear on a lower time frame. So we can see many data to support the bullish movement. However, it's very important that the price already started to move. We can see that we had a small accumulation, and yesterday after the news for a possible agreement, we can see that the price created the bullish movement and is accumulating again. So let's see what is going to happen today during the opening of the US market. However, considering this movement, I think that the bullish momentum is increased a lot during the previous hours. Also, the breakout from this structure looks very solid overall, considering that is moving above a very strong zone, and also on the daily chart it makes sense because gold is already creating a new high above this long pin bar candle. So as you can see, the pin bar was closed near to the top, indicating that we have the buyers that are joining the bullish movement. Is very strong momentum that was created here, so the chances are to continue up further. Again, the daily chart is one of the best charts that we may have so far in gold for the bigger movement. However, also for short-term trading, we can use the same targets that we are using from the old analysis. We can also add other targets. One of the most important target is going to be 5,000 because this is also a strong psychological target, but we can look at also earlier near to this area here because we have a structure support detected well on the past near to 48, 47, 45. So let's see what is going to happen. This is overall what I'm looking at on gold. For short-term trading or a longer-term trading for swing, I think that gold already started the movement. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. This is overall for gold. Looks like the price is changing in a clear way to bullish. Probably it has to confirm more in the current conditions. However, I think that this is also optimistic, so as long as the price holds above the previous high that we had. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. Bye bye.